Underneath the takeoff every Sunday morn, there comes a jolly bunch of skiers.
I was on a train to Denver, and it continued through that beautiful Royal Gorge, and I had my first look at mountains, and it went on and stopped at Pando, which was right at the edge of Camp Hale. It was a beautiful entry into the mountains and into the Army.
Take off every Sunday morn, there comes a jolly bunch of skiers to jump and show their form. All the big and small, small and big, they all come dressed in skiers rig. They jump until they're blue.
On one side of Camp Hale, the railroad ran down. That was the era yet of steam engines. And it was such a steep climb that sometimes they had to have about 6 engines to get the train up and down this mountain. And of course, it was cold. All of the smoke and haze would settle in the valley, and we called Camp Hale Smoky Valley Ski School. We often got the Pando hack, and we'd cough up this awful black stuff.
Jump until they're blue, and then when they get through, the president pulls a string, and they all begin to sing.
Here's Tennessee Pass, Continental Divide, elevation 10,424. That was above Camp Hale. I think Camp Hale was at about 9,000 feet, something like that. Here's Cooper Hill, and that's the T-bar. At the time, was the longest T-bar in the world. It was very sophisticated ski lift. But on occasion, somebody would break a ski. And that person that broke a ski wanted to ski again tomorrow, but he didn't know how to get another ski. So he'd have a midnight requisition, and he would go steal somebody else's skis, and that guy would have to go requisition his own skis until somebody figured out how to go to company supply and get issued another pair of skis.
Every Sunday morn, there comes a jolly bunch of skiers to jump and show their form. All the big and small, small and big, they all come dressed in skiers rig.
We had a rock climbing school. About 10 days. We rock climbed, and we learned how to cross roaring streams on ropes and all of that type of thing. It was very rigorous training. You bet it was fun training. A couple of weeks after I arrived, I was, for no particular reason, was promoted to PFC, private first class. My salary now was $21 a month. 2.5 years later, when I was discharged with the high rank of PFC. So I volunteered to be company bugler, and I got the job. So from then on, until I got tired of it, all I would do was wave my buddies off on the next forced march that they had to make. And I would blow taps in 2 or 3 minutes a day and all. And then when I was getting kind of bored, I decided to see if I could start a drum and bugle corps. So as a consequence, all of the gold bricks of the regiment joined me, and we had an empty barracks that we practiced in, but mostly we just slept. But then I got tired of that, and I went back with my buddies in my machine gun squad. My machine gun squad one time took the highest honors, and as a reward, we were all given 3-day passes. We decided we were going to go up and ski Cooper Hill, although we'd never been up there yet, hadn't seen it, really didn't know much about skiing. And our ski clothing included some white gaiters, which we were not supposed to wear outside of camp, but they really made a really sharp little outfit. We loved to put them on and go to town and let all the girls look at us, and boy, were we the thing. We got out on the highway, and we put out our thumbs, and the first Jeep that came along stopped, and out jumped the general, the second in command of the division, and he saw how we were dressed, and he said, "Young man, you go back to camp." But we didn't go back to the company because we had this 3-day pass. So we hid out in an empty barracks someplace.
A jolly bunch of skiers who jump and show their form. All the big and small, small and big, they all come dressed in skiers rig.
War was fun. The Army was fun. Partly because we had so much in common. The fact that we volunteered, the fact that we all liked the outdoors, and
And then when they get through, the president pulls the string and they all begin to sing.